What's up, collective? It's your girl Esenje from Oracles of Esenje, and I'm back with another video. So today, the title to our video is Esenje and the Rabbit Hole. This is not a regular tarot video. This is going to be a study session video. So everybody get y'all books and stuff together while I get myself together. And when I say get y'all stuff together, I mean get all your shit together. This is realistic. Do what you would do to study. Right now, I'm wiping off my Canada Dry. You got about like 15 to 17 minutes to get yourself together. We just warming up as I warm myself up and get my stuff together. I just wanted to get on the camera because I was kind of anticipating it. Only because I was kind of getting sleepy. But that's every day. So don't make no difference. But yeah, y'all. Esenje and the Rabbit Hole. I chose this because I wanted to show y'all how I learn stuff. Like, I wanted to show y'all how my mind works, and maybe it could also give some inspiration and direction. Like, if you ever decide to go down the rabbit hole and learn something, you know what I mean? You can see how I do it, and maybe it can help you some too. And, you know, we're going to be learning a lot in the moment at the same time. So I just felt like it would be kind of cool. Yes, y'all. Those of y'all who know, excuse me, my Canada Dry addiction, I did allow it to return. We just go and say that it's temporary. We don't know that though, but we just want to say that for like high hopes. So in the last video that I posted, I told y'all that we was gonna be looking into Egyptian gods, and that we are. But we're gonna be looking into a little bit of everything, because when it comes to studying like the rabbit hole, you can't really stay on one topic. You gotta let the rabbit hole, like, say if one topic is too all that working, what does it get me? You know? Like, sometimes you gotta bounce around and let yourself end up back in the same place. So I decided to get a book. Even though I had lost my books at first, I found them now. I decided to get a book that I haven't used yet. Yep. And I'm gonna name it Esenje and the Rabbit Hole. You know what, actually, before I get to that, I hope y'all start getting y'all books and shit together. Y'all do that while I roll my weed. Just to let it wash away. Tell me who's getting on my love? Who's getting on my love? Y'all, because I'm doing so much shit right now to where y'all don't understand. Like, I am fucked up a little bit. Like, not really fucked up, but like, I'm booked up. Like, I have so much shit to do. That you are, just to let it wash away. Tell me who's getting on my love. I'm just trying to get my footing in life, and I'm focused right now. You feel what I'm saying? But motherfucking, they took TikTok down. So that's why I didn't make no TikTok shop. I opened a TikTok shop like 2 months ago. But I decided not to start my store because they said they was taking TikTok. The grinder right in front of me. Because they said they was taking TikTok. So I was like, I'm not going to start no TikTok shop. But now they didn't put TikTok back. So I'm not about to keep on. Because TikTok said, the thing on TikTok said they'll pay you for receiving sales. So I just rather build up my TikTok. You know, we got TikTok at least for the next 4 years. Excuse me. So I'd rather build up my TikTok shop because they fucked up my Etsy shop. Um, I fucked up my Shopify, and yeah, but my TikTok shop is still available. So I think I'm about to reopen my TikTok shop. I'm glad that I didn't rush to finish my Poshmark store. Oh yeah, because baby girl was trying to get that money regardless. But yeah, I need to be somewhere where I got like more traffic control. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get back into building up, or get into building up that TikTok shop now that TikTok is back up. But that's kind of one of the last things that I gotta do, y'all. But I ain't gonna lie, I've been like kind of in this thought like about money, even though I'm not really panicking about money. Like I am a little bit, like I am just a little bit, y'all. I'm telling you because like I don't have no job, and I'm looking for jobs, like actively looking for jobs. You know what I mean? I'm looking for jobs and employment and shit like that. And I could really see why like I don't have no job, because for real, I don't need one. Like especially at this point, like everything's starting to move with a certain level of consistency and persistency, like with all the things that I'm doing for myself. So it would be stupid, kind of like I could see, not in a human's eyes, but I could see how like in God's eyes, and how like my spirit guides and my ancestors and everybody, like I can see how on the spiritual realms they feel like I don't need a job. You know what I mean? I get it. I'm just saying I be feeling it sometimes when I'm thinking about money and I don't sell personal readings. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want to prioritize selling personal readings either. Unless I have a proper way to set up booking. Um, that's a whole separate story. The good thing is that all the shit's starting to get itself together. It's all starting to come together. You know what I mean? For real, for real. This bitch please me. Um, but yeah. So I decided, because usually I ain't gonna lie to y'all, when I'm feeling moody, I don't like being around people. And people say, like that keeps people back from success. Like I've had earth signs and shit like that still tell me to go to work when I had an attitude, even if it was gonna make me treat people some type of way. They say, "Oh well, people shouldn't be talking to you because you're there to get your money." Da 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 da. But I really do like to isolate when I'm not feeling my best. But it's kind of like an everyday thing with me, and it's not that it's like not my best. Like sometimes I just like to recharge in peace. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes life be life, and like, but motherfucking, it's people who I look up to now at this point. Now it's people that I look up to, that I see say, just show up anyway. Cause before, when money hungry people was just telling me to show up anyway, I didn't like it because I felt like they was miserable. But when I finally seen a happy person say show up anyway, I think I'm a try harder. I'm gonna try harder. So this is me showing up anyway right now. I'm not really overly in the mood to talk. But I talk anyway. Feel me? But I'm just gonna roll up my weed. This is me showing up anyway. This is how I study. Um, how I do it. You feel me? So right now, I'm preparing lay drugs. Um, yeah, so I can get started. I got two pencils, three regular black Sharpies, a green Sharpie, two smaller permanent markers, blue and green. I got a Sharpie one that's peach. I got a small one that's black, and I got a orange highlighter, just so we can see good if we need to. Y'all, and don't judge my hair, because the bangs do what they want after a certain hour. Say that to my face. What you say about my brother? My brother. But it's crazy because I'm really sitting there going back and forth about that shit in my head. Like, bro, I really don't need no job at this point. Like, I really don't. I mean, I do if I want to get to the bro. But you can make big money and still not do nothing. So it's like I don't want to waste my time. Like it been like this these past 3 years. Like the past 3 years, I wanted to just be here. Like that's it. I'm telling y'all real shit. I just want to be here, and I gotta go get a job. I go get a job, making all this money, still fucking live with my grandma. It's like, where's the money going at for real? Because where's the money going at if I'm not spending it for real? You feel me? I put it in the save until I need it. I just save till I need it. But it's like I always said it, like if you don't make money in a righteous way, it's gonna leave your pockets if you're a righteous man or woman. I mean, I did make it in a way that was like partially correct because I was going to work. Excuse me. But corrupt businesses don't give chosen ones longevity. It's just not in the books. Like, unless they do something wrong to you and you sue them, then you get longevity. But just like to think that you're gonna get a job where they underpaying people, stealing from people and shit like that, and you think you're gonna really have any type of, you know, true growth off of that shit? No. You maintain off of those things. So I genuinely feel like I've been accomplishing more since I haven't been working, honestly. My health is better. My mental health, my physical health is better. My mental health is better. Like my confidence is better. My skin is better. My fucking body, my hygiene is better. Everything is just better. You know what I mean? So, but I still do trip about it sometimes, you know? Like, I really don't need to be focusing on getting no job. I just need to be here and do what I can with y'all and for y'all and shit like that and for myself. Because it's not like we're not eating. It's definitely not like we not eating. But see, then I tell y'all like 16 minutes. We 13 minutes in. I'm almost done. And I had stopped rolling. Say that again to my face. What did you say about my brother? Because I say so. I don't know, y'all. I don't even like having no job. So I don't know why the fuck I'm not like. Making a motherfucker feel like making a motherfucker want to jump off a cliff and shit. But you can't jump off a cliff because anybody who want to put you in position to fucking jump off a cliff is somebody who already really live at the bottom. It's like, damn. I was like, for them to be somebody that live at the bottom of the cliff, they yell so loud. And it's like, you at the top. So why do from the bottom of the cliff it feel like they about to push you? You know? But it's all in your head because they at the bottom and they saying shit that's making you want to jump. But it feel like they pushing you. Now if I spit, I'd be wrong. You know? Like everybody got their own shit, man. Me, my shit. I feel like people just want me to deal with their shit all the time. Like, I don't like that, you know? I genuinely got my own shit. And there's no way that somebody in my surroundings can convince me, like, that is anything that I haven't done for them. Like, Nobody. It's nobody who can say I didn't give them what they needed. But I promise you, it's nobody who can say they gave me what I needed. And nobody don't think about shit like no, like people don't think about shit like that. Everybody always got their lip poked out. It's crazy to me. Like what the fuck? The world be fucked up sometimes. They be fucked up, man. That's why sometimes I got my own shit. Like, and my misery don't like company for some reason. Like I think that's a toxic trait. Um, but most people bond like that though. That's why other people don't see nothing wrong with it. But I see something wrong with it. Because at the end of the day, like I think first of all, I don't really put myself in situations to have to communicate when I'm not happy. So or just when I'm not feeling at my best. So I don't really get to put myself to the test a lot when it comes to those types of things because I don't feel like if the situation isn't that serious, it's no reason for me to be putting myself in that deep of an uncomfortable situation when, I could just shut the fuck up and work through whatever it is. Like, but I don't know. Me and the world different. But when it comes to the stuff that's important, I do this, especially because motherfucking I feel some type of way. I'm not doing the stuff that I'm supposed to do. But y'all just know don't first of all don't ever think your opinion matter. If you don't see me here, I'm still working. Like there's no way that I'm going to spend all my time somewhere that don't give me no money. Like I'll be working on shit that get me money. And that's what I say during the time that when that's why I always say in the tarot readings and shit like that, and I don't say it no more. But like if I'm ever gone from this channel for a while, that's why I always come back with so much to say. Cause like I be in the field. You feel me? I be in the field. Like not just laying around and shit like that. And if I am laying down, I got my phone in my hand researching shit that I should be writing down that I'm going to store in this library in the back of my head and then don't even know what the book is called. That's those random facts and shit that I be teaching y'all. That's another part of the reason why we doing this episode today. So that y'all don't gotta be like, oh, Esenje, where'd you get that? you know? Like I'm gonna try my best in these little episodes to take y'all and give y'all facts, proof, and evidence on everything that I've ever said. And I kind of know almost everything that I've ever said because I always say the same shit. Everybody, I would tell y'all, people who care about something, they tend to repeat it a lot in different ways. Why? Because they care about it. Give me a second though, guys. Still trying to process my weed into the right shape. Yo, I guess. I don't know, man. I ain't even gonna do it. Do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it. I think everybody should take time to make themselves happy. That's all. I think instead of us keep being in this world being mad at each other, we should just do what the fuck we want to do. Because at any moment, when we doing what we want to do, what the next motherfucker doing don't matter. Because if something that the next motherfucker doing make you unhappy, just stop paying attention to them because you're doing what the fuck you want to do. Because why would you want to pay attention to somebody who doing something that's making you unhappy? Because that's not gonna make you happy. I think that's something that we owe ourselves. Like I think that us as individuals, especially if you're a part of my collective, do you know I wrote this motherfucker backwards? Okay. So, yeah, I think we should take initiative to, you know, do those individual things that make us happy. Um, that is definitely a good way or a good technique for teaching people how to treat you. Um, for example, like I had to take like these little practical steps, right? I'm not full-fledged, full forced into everything that I want to do in this life. How if I still live in my grandma's basement talking to y'all on the laptop that I can't even download different programs on because it's jailbroke. You get what I'm saying? But I still told you earlier that I'm going to be a billionaire and I meant it. So, I can't be everything that I'm going to be. It's no way. Billionaires do wear outfits like this, though. So smart. They're just so fucking resourceful. And that's another thing that I'm about to do too. I ain't gonna lie. I did have this little plan. Like when I had my first nice little come up, I was gonna go shopping. I don't know about that no more. I'm not gonna lie to you because I kind of buy nice stuff. Like I buy nice stuff. Like I buy stuff that expresses who I am. Um, and I have like really artsy, beautiful clothing. Like not clothes. I have clothing. you know? And I'm not buying shit. I'm not buying shittos like to be normal. Um, only shoes. That's what I decided I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy shoes. Like, just so that all of my colorful ass clothes can come together. Cause I do got some colorful ass clothes. And that's what be making me want to buy more clothes. Cause all my clothes are so colorful, but my shoes are normal. Like what I don't think when I shop actually. I'm not gonna say what was out there. I don't. I don't. I will buy something knowing damn well I don't got nothing to match it or some shit like that. Like just a damn fool when it comes to it, retail therapy and shit. That's where my money go. But not clothes and stuff. Food. I was buying seafood boys when I was sad. And I still do it. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not gonna do it right now. Cause I've grown up since when I did it like 2 months ago. I've grown up since then. I've matured. Now that I'm older, I won't be making the same mistakes. Man, I don't know. I don't know if I want to leave my hair like this, right? Because no, I know I want to leave my hair like this, but at the same time, like those of y'all who know me, like I do hair though, and I had kind of stopped. I had kind of like not like doing it as a service for real when I stopped going to cosmetology school. Like I don't charge people as a service to do their hair anymore. I'm not doing it. That's why I'm not charging because if I do it, I'm charging. Hello. I'm a fucking shark. I'm going to get paid. but like that's why I'm not. That's why I don't charge people to do their hair because I'm not doing it. Okay. Um, but as far as my own hair, like sometimes I be missing doing my hair, but I keep my hair like this because it's really good for my hygiene. Like I got long hair and like it's so cute to be straight and curly and stuff like that, but you can't take like long, dangerous ass showers and shit like that when you do that because your hair is gonna be sweating out. You think I'm about to look a mess? You think I'm about to look a mess and be burning out my hair all the time just to look cute to people who I'm gonna be walking past and they will never see me again after these 5 minutes that we do like this? No, I like my hair like this too. I ain't gonna lie. So, but to those who I said it was going to only take me 15 to 16 minutes to roll my blunt, I'm sorry, because some of the time I was talking and doing nothing throughout the time that I probably should have been rolling. And other parts of the time, I rolled it backwards. And genuinely, when I rolled it backwards, I was going to leave it like that, but I would have had an attitude the whole time. So that's unnecessary when everybody could just be patient, because do we have our pens, our paper, our books? Do we have our markers? You know what I mean? Just in case you need to highlight anything. Are we prepared? Shades in my face. No, Dior is just a chrome one. And make sure you between each jot that like the notes that we do, always leave space between the stuff that I tell you to write, just in case you create your own kind of like concerns or whatever the case may be. You can have space to write them down, and then take yourself back down the rabbit hole. But my second try, I'm almost ready. I gotta get it shaped the way I. Am I not supposed to show contraband? Who knew? I didn't think I was gonna be no teacher. First of all, even though I've always been a teacher, like in real life, I never thought I was gonna be a teacher. Even though I also like went to a vocational school and teaching academy was my trade. I'm just kind of good at it. But I did not care for it. I only took that class because I didn't want to do cosmetology because it was so cliche. I'm always not doing some shit because it's cliche and then be mad that I ain't do it. Because I'll not do it because it's cliche, but just because it's cliche don't mean that I don't like it. It's just like cliche. And I was so inspired because my grandma had went to a vocational school or some shit like that too. Or they was offering shit like that when my grandma was in school. And my grandma took auto mechanics because she decided she didn't want to do like childcare or cosmetology because it was so girly. So I get in high school and shit. So I'm like, I'm not going to do childcare or cosmetology. I'm going to do something different. Now look at me. I'll watch your baby so quick. I'll watch your baby so quick. Like, I should have just did what the fuck. Oh, you know what? That don't sound bad. I've been wondering what I could do, like, because a part of me want to go and finish cosmetology school, but at the same time, not at all. Like, I'm telling you, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. It's nothing involving hair that I have not done yet. On my mom. I don't know what I ain't do yet. What, a pixie cut? And the only reason that I didn't do a pixie cut is because I cut that bitch wrong. And that was a long time ago. Because the girl, she wanted me to braid her hair, but she knew that shit was fucked and I wasn't going to be able to braid all of that. She said, girl, just cut it off. And I cut that shit off so nice. She had the cleanest hair for real. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it a year for her. She had the cleanest hair for her. Her curls was popping. And the only reason that it wasn't done right was because the top, like her hair is at the top was long. And I'm a long hair person. So like long hair people, we don't just cut hair because you say so. You know what I mean? We'd be like, we can grow that in, work on it. But I've done everything involving hair. It's nothing that I haven't done. I even think I gave somebody a perm. Nope, actually, in all reality, black people, we get relaxers, not perms. So no, I've never given anybody a perm. But I definitely gave out a couple relaxers. I dyed hair, I didn't dye eyebrows. Locks, braids, twists, starter locks, you name it, curls, ball doos. Because they really had, like, by the time I got in cosmetology school, it was nothing that I didn't do. You feel me? Like, nothing. It don't feel like it been that long since I've been there, but it has. Because that was on last year's taxes. I really do want to go back, but I just felt like I wasted so much of my fucking time. I'm not a time waster, bro. I do not care for the chit chats. I'm not one of them. I'm not. I went to cosmetology school, and since I wasn't overly focused on building up my clientele, like when I was going to college, when I was going to cosmetology school, my clients basically was people who knew that I did hair before, or people who knew that I was going to cosmetology school to do nails, and I do their nails. But like that shit was lame. I was in cosmetology school, motherfucking selling my hair oils to the teachers and the students and shit and selling snacks. I like money. Like I'm not obsessed with anything. I like to have a good time. I like to be able to do things. Like I'm not somebody who like to really say I don't know. Even though I say I don't know a lot, after I say I don't know, I'll explain every fucking thing. I don't like not knowing. That ain't my thing, you know? Like that's just not my fucking thing. I can say no, I'm not going to do it, but I don't really like being able to say no, I can't do it. I kind of have like independent child syndrome, and we don't really like to be like an independent child don't really like to feel like we can't do something. You know what I mean? You're an independent child. If you can't do something, that means you can't have it. And you're still a child. You still gotta have. So but my weed is rolled. I'm gonna put my little roaches to the side, how I do, that I have for once everything is gone. I unroll them, I make a whole blunt. I'm thugging. I wish I could tell the world everything that I was going through, like, cause I feel like if I did tell the world what I was going through, I would have a lot of support and shit like that. But I don't like evil eyes and shit like that. Like in stuff that's important to me. So that I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't feel like no evil eyes. All right, so I got my weed rolled. We got our book. Um, and we're gonna title the book the name of the video. I came back to let you know got a thing for you, and I can't let go. All right. Anyways, Esenje in the rabbit hole. Esenje. We gonna call it. Should it be in or in? You know, like no. We're gonna spell it correctly. In the rabbit hole. Some people go around the world for love, but they may never find what they dream of. I came back to let you know got a thing for you, and I can't let go. So remember, we said already we was gonna start with the Egyptian goddess, right? We was gonna start with the Egyptian gods, and the Egyptian gods that the first Egyptian god that showed themselves was Thoth, and the Egyptian god who showed themselves in our last reading was Amun Ra. Not the last reading that we did just now, but the one from a couple days ago, talking about no drama, some shit like that. Y'all remember us talking about Amun Ra. So we got our today. I think we just gonna work on Thoth and Amun Ra though. Thoth. Cause I wanna take y'all down a rabbit hole. Like a rabbit hole mean you gonna end up knowing a whole bunch of shit, and a lot of that shit ain't even gonna matter until you get in a debate with a spiritual person. If you get in a debate with a spiritual person, you need shit like this. Spiritual people argue about shit that you can't see. Okay? So we're gonna start with thought. Some people go around the world for love, but they may never find what they dream of. So we're gonna start simple. Who is thought? Who is THOTH? Who is thought in the Bible? Well, let's see that. Yeah, because I was going to get my Bibles and stuff, but I knew that I only know my way around my Bible, like, to be able to find exactly what it was that I was looking for anyway in the moment that I was looking for it. So this is Esenje and the Rabbit Hole, episode 1. I came back to let you know, got a thing for you, and I came back up in the rabbit hole. Episode 1, and we starting with Thoth. THOTH. Who is Thoth? Thoth is an Egyptian god of wisdom, magic, and writing, and is not mentioned in the Bible. However, some say that Thoth is equivalent to Jesus. I never heard that. That's what Google said. So what we're gonna write is that Thoth is an Egyptian god of wisdom, magic, and writing. Egyptian god of wisdom, magic, and writing. Now, let's see what we can find, like little pieces of information we can find as we go down. Okay. Thoth was the Egyptian god of writing, wisdom, and magic. He was also associated with order and justice. We're gonna write, do a little bullet point, order and justice, because that just basically go along with the first thing. They put that in there. They said that people say he was an equivalent to Jesus instead, which I don't get it, because I never heard about Thoth touching down on earth. That's me though. Thoth was the counselor and secretary to the sun god Ra. The sun god Ra. But remember, so Thoth is what? The counselor and secretary to the sun god Ra. But the second god that we're going to be studying is Amun Ra. See, the rabbit hole is already great, unless it's just me. He was also an advisor and mediator to the gods. Okay. So that's a cool one, mediator, because like our reason for knowing these things about these guys, first of all, you want to know who they are, what they do, how they want to help you, so that if you're ever in a situation, you call on them. Okay, so Thoth often depicted as an abyss, but could also be depicted as a baboon with a crescent on its head. Thoth was a patron of scribes. His female counterpart was Seshat, who was the goddess of writing and keeper of books. Oh, they work well together, it's cute. Thoth was associated with the moon, which is important in early astronomy and astrology. The moon's phases and prominence were used to organize Egyptian society, rituals, and events. That makes sense, because the Egyptians, that's like the time of the pharaohs and shit like that. Pharaohs genuinely believed that they were gods. Thoth is also associated with the Book of Thoth, which is the name given to many ancient Egyptian texts that are thought to have been written by Thoth. Okay, so apparently Thoth did come to Earth. Okay. Because that's another thing to not be ignorant. Jesus Christ, according to a lot of texts, Jesus Christ is not the only person who lived a life like him. You know what? Actually, and to prove it, they said, let's find Thoth's wife first, just to get her out the way. You know, put her with her man or whatever. Look at her; she took no time. Oh, that's cute. Thoth is 12. She's 31. That's 13 backwards. Okay, but let's see if we can find Maya. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you. Yep, Maya is 13. Alright, we're just gonna leave Maya out for now. Maybe she may want some type of attention before the video was over. But I just don't feel like nobody will come to my mind and not want no attention. That's just not how that works. Okay, so let's see. We're learning about Thoth. When do you call on Thoth? Or when should humans call on Thoth? See, they make the shit seem like it's so far, but it'd be the first answer on Google if you ask that insane ass question. But it's supposed to, like, answers to questions are supposed to be logic, but they have the answer on Google on when I should be calling on the deity. Also, all we gotta do sometimes is ask crazy fucking questions. It's not that crazy. Shit, only dumb question is the questions that you don't ask. So in ancient Egyptian belief, humans would typically call upon Thoth when seeking wisdom, guidance, knowledge, or help with complex problems requiring intellectual solutions. Due to his role as the scribe god responsible for writing mathematics and cosmic order, particularly when facing situations requiring clear thinking, accurate judgment, or resolving disputes through meditation. Damn, so what I'm gonna write, right, is the last part. Because I feel like all of the stuff that's already up there, like all that stuff that we read already got written except for the mathematics part. So I'm gonna add the mathematics to the top part of the notes, and then I'm gonna come back in, and now we got a new little jot for when you should call on them, require in situations requiring call on him in situations requiring. They said that man is there to help. Okay. Call on him in situations requiring clear thinking. I came back to let you know. Accurate judgment. Clear thinking, accurate judgment, or resolving disputes through meditation. Thoth. Resolving disputes. I'm not going to put through meditation though. I always tell people you can pray wherever you go. I do it sometimes. I'm telling you, you could really learn a lot from a person with no fucking patience. Because I'm telling you, you could pray at any time. Praying, meditating, occasionally can be the same fucking thing. It depends. Like, but if you calling on a person in meditation because you're dealing with a dispute, you're going to be talking anyway. So that's just like prayer. Like, you may not talk out loud, but you're talking in your head. So like you still speaking out to get an answer back. It's not like just clear meditation where you're silencing your whole mind to let them clear that shit for you. Like you got something to say. That's just like prayer. You can pray anywhere. I'm telling. Should I have been committed or something? I don't know. I know that I probably shouldn't have been committed because I don't act on the things that I be thinking. But genuinely, I don't act on the things that I be thinking because I pray through a lot of stuff. And that means, like, if you irritate me, I could turn right around and say, God, get them. I'm telling you, you already know what kind of day I'm having. So you can meditate anywhere. So basically, it's what I'm trying to translate to you is that in a dispute, you don't have to go remove yourself to meditate. Like if you can create a place of stillness within yourself, that can be your place of meditation, and you can take it with you no matter where you go or who you're around. Just protect your space. Um Seeking clarity on difficult decisions, needing help with learning or studying. I was going to say that, like, I think thought is definitely for the college students or anybody who working on learning something. If you want to learn something, you may be dealing with something with your nerves or some shit like that, definitely call on him for that. Excuse me. Requesting assistance with creative endeavors requiring deep thought, preparing for a significant test, important presentation, or seeking insight into deep meaning of a situation. Now I can see why they say call on this man after you die. Like the first thing that you should do is call on him. Now I see it. Also, once you're done with this video, it could take you some time. But just because something's going to take you some time doesn't mean that it shouldn't be done. I want you to research on YouTube the Book of Thoth, and you're going to listen to it from the beginning to the end. It don't matter how long it take you. It could take you months. Listen to it from the beginning to the end. Thoth is going to tell you everything basically that you got to do when it comes to transitioning out of this flesh. Like when your soul is completely done with this flesh, it's gonna know. And basically, according to the Book of Thoth, you enter this space that is similar to an abyss. And when you enter this abyss, you should hit them a ring. So you don't gotta, go traveling through the abyss, basically searching. Because if this man gives you wisdom, if your soul is on a journey and you have a purpose, especially a lot of chosen ones are constantly already going through cycles with thought. So don't get lost. Remember, we are not here. We are here learning something, but we aren't really learning anything new. All we're doing is remembering from our Akashic records. That's all we're doing. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm just reminding you of what you forgot because you re-entered this flesh. So, anyways, yeah. Well, a lot of us, especially chosen people, were already going through cycles with thought. So if you want to be able to kind of maybe, like I said, not get lost in the abyss, I say give my boy a call when you done with this flesh. You know what I mean? I don't know. Me personally, I would. One thing that I do think is scary is the motherfucking woods from Avatar and motherfucking Legends of Korra. That's some scary shit. Spiritual woods is some scary shit. I'm not scared of nothing but spirits and demons. Promise you. And demons don't even scare me that much no more. Actually, I think they're a joke a little bit. Because they're so desperate. But yeah, that's the only thing that kind of like creeps me out. And if you go into the spiritual realms, like they already got practice there. They already know your fears and all that type of shit. The last thing I'm trying to do is die, still kind of be associated with my flesh. So now I'm in the motherfucking spiritual woods being chased by demon spiders because the demons know I'm scared of spiders, bro. That's creepy as hell. Like, come see me in the flesh. Come flesh to flesh. Like, see me like whatever gender you want to be right now, because I don't know if spirits have genders. But yeah. Don't turn into motherfucking spiders get to chasing me and shit in the spiritual wood. I'm about to call my mans. Thought like they trying to get me. You know? Yo, it's 9 o'clock. I go to sleep early too, so I am gonna get a little silly. um, so we found out who Thoth was, what he governs, when we should call upon him. Out of random nowhere, we learned who his wife was. They say he represents wholeness and she represents wisdom. He's the 12th card. Let's look up angel number 12. I'm telling you, ADHD pay off. Don't let people judge you. Because sometimes if you let that shit let you run free, you be smarter than everybody else. Can't focus on a damn thing. Angel number 12. Hey honey, how's your day going? Alright, the angel number 12 is spiritual. It can represent completeness, promise, or that angels are supporting you. The number 12 is also significant in religion, mythology, and magic, and has long represented perfection, cosmic order, and eternity, or whatever the fuck that says. I don't know. What does the angel number 12? I didn't ask that. I said 12. Save all that extra rah. I ain't asked. So what are we getting? Supporting you. Your angels are supporting you. So if Thoth is number 12, that means that he was definitely, or how we should take it as we do our little mental tarot reading, because I got these cards off of a website and everybody's name ain't even spelled right on these motherfucking cards. I just be knowing shit. So anyways, if the number 12, if Thoth on this deck is associated with the number 12, then that's connected, and how we should connect it is that it is a lot of support. Is first of all, the spirits are supporting him a lot, maybe because he's really doing something good for people. Because he's not just doing stuff good for people, he's doing stuff good for spirits, because this is not a man. That's half man. But he married a whole woman. Yo, what the fuck is up, man? Hey, honey, how's your day going? Thoth was the counselor and advisor to the sun god Ra, right? So y'all, damn, they taking me on a motherfucking spin. I'm not gonna look up Ra first. The second god that we were supposed to look into was Amun Ra. Who is Amun Ra? Why the fuck would they show me some Amun Ra St. Brown? This a black nigga. I ain't asked to see him. I'm talking about a fucking Egyptian god. Are you dumb? I don't even know who this is. Amun Ra. His name gotta be Amun. It looked like Amun. Alright, let's slow down. Go backwards. Fucking play with me where you already know what I'm looking for, bitch. Okay? Was Amun Ra the Egyptian god? Beat the shit out. The Egyptian god of creation and the supreme god of the Egyptian pantheon. He was the combination of two earlier gods, Amun and Ra, who represented air and the sun. I told y'all! I swear to God, I told you. It's probably like 6 readings before this video. I said, we survived because of Amun Ra. I said, we are living off Amun Ra. If it wasn't for Amun Ra, we as humans would not be able to survive, because we need what Amun Ra provides. On God, strike me right now. I believe in magic. It was a couple videos ago. I love being right. Didn't I tell you this? Why I don't do research, bro. I'm a fucking genius. Creation. Amun-Ra was the creator of all things, including himself and other deities. Amun-Ra was symbolized by the ram, which represented fertility and war. He was also worshipped as both a visible and invisible deity. His visible form was the sun, while his invisible form was more like the wind or air. You can't see that unless you put something in it. You can't see the earth unless you put something in it. You know what I'm saying? That's masculine, feminine for real. Because that's air and fire. Air and fire. Air is the feminine, and fucking fire is the masculine. Earth is the masculine. Water is the feminine. You know what that just... we're gonna keep Amun-Ra right here, right? But we're gonna open up another tab. What god? No, what Egyptian god? Egyptian god rules water. Tefnut? In Egyptian mythology, the god most closely associated with water is Tefnut, considered the goddess of moisture, rain, and dew. However, depending on the context, Hapi is often mentioned as the god of the Nile River flooding, which was crucial for Egyptian agriculture. Another god, sometimes like water sources. I believe that the creator of life and associated with the pottery due to the role in molding clay. Well, you need water to make the clay activate. Natural fucking clay. You need water. Ooh, water signs. If you dating the earth sign and they pretending like they don't need you, just know if you break up with them, they gonna crash the fuck out. That was just a random download. But yeah, if it's a water sign dating the air, what's that shit? A earth sign, they faking, they pretending, they just using you because you emotional. They just letting you do all that because you emotional, and you think that they got the upper hand, baby. But if you stop showing your emotions to that earth sign, they gonna show you all the emotions that you've ever showed them, because truly they were just triggering you to behave that way, and the way that you was behaving, that's why it's not recognizable to you how you was behaving, because it's really truly a reflection of them, and you're just an empath, so you picked up on their feelings that they're ignoring. So anyways, let's go back over to Amun-Ra. So a combination of two earlier gods, Amun and Ra. Amun-Ra, how creative. Let's see. Amun-Ra was the creator of all things, including himself and other deities. So where did Gaia come from? Is that Greek? Let's see. First, let's get this stuff about Amun-Ra, creator of all things, including himself. Okay, but that also makes sense because we gotta see something. What was the other question I just had? Amun-Ra, creator of all things, himself and other deities. Other deities. The other question was, who is Gaia? We're gonna come back to that. Video for Esenje. Bitch! Who is Gaia? Amun-Ra is the creator of himself and all deities. So, which one was the woman? Actually, let's read more stuff before we leave this. Oh, talking about being the which represented fertility and war, represented by the ram, which was represented by fertility and war. And that's also really shining on Venus and Mars right now, which was another thing that I had wanted to bring up. I was going to bring it into a tarot reading, but it was just a random fact. How you spell the name? Which one? Amon Ra. Which one? Just say it like the best that you can in what's it called, and I'll tell you. But I think Venus and Mars. No, Venus and Mars standing out. So what I was gonna say is right now, y'all know how they say like the second coming of Jesus will be like this big old war of good and evil and shit like that. And y'all know I'm on. All right, give me a sec. That's how you spell it, just like that, just like that. So anyways, what's okay? So the war of Jesus and Satan, right? The war of Jesus and Satan, the war of good and evil. And tarot readers been telling y'all, especially me. I just know I ain't said a lot because I didn't want y'all to want to like dig me a hole and bury me in it, because I wasn't telling y'all how it was going to be dangerous to try to get me into that hole because I was going to fight back. But now that I'm not too scared to tell y'all that it's going to be asses whooped for trying to get me into a hole, he ain't in that one no more. Okay? But yeah. And then is all these people keep saying, they just keep sharing this thing. They've been sharing it for like the past 2-3 weeks. Oh, the grave of Jesus is empty. The grave of Jesus is empty. I've been telling y'all that the man been back for a while. But I just can't prove it because I'm only Esenje. I just can only speak on the energy. Like when people's energy, when people's presence becomes strong, you can feel it. Like you can't deny it. Like a person's influence, you can feel it. And I just felt like you could feel it. Like he been back for like maybe like 2.5 years. For real. And I think even he started off like kind of sleep. And he had to wake up again too. But he just already, just as he always was just walking in his purpose, just like all the rest of us, just walking in our purpose. But the good part is that he's winning so far. Because the fight isn't good and evil. And right now we are curing sicknesses. We are motherfucking regular people who didn't even care to take any time to do anything with nature or learning how to garden, shit like that. And then the biggest demon is the parasites. And due to the fact that we are learning how to kill the parasites, and we're learning where the parasites are and what parasites are, and you know what I mean? Like as deep as the knowledge of parasites goes now for the people, that's how you know that good is winning. Because parasites is what makes people angry and crazy and all of that shit. And thank God we being set free. If you ever find yourself not eating in a whole day, try to switch your mind to gratitude, because you are blessing your body. You may feel pains. That is your body like naturally killing parasites. I always tell y'all about that too. At hour 12, after 12 hours of not eating, your body starts naturally killing off bacteria, germs, and diseases. Any bacteria, any germ, any disease, anyone, your body can cure it naturally. Every single one can be cured naturally. Naturally. Okay? Every single one. Because it was said that it was going to be, and it is so. You don't think the man who said he was going to cure every disease, you don't think he back and motherfuckers is curing themselves of uncurables? This is his day. How did we learn that? And the scientist is hiding it right in the paperwork. How did we learn that the uncurables was just parasites? Why are we learning that? You know what I'm saying? That don't seem like something to y'all. Okay, so let's keep going. Um, yeah, I feel like parasites come from, well, a good amount of parasites come from Mars. Which does make sense because I did hear this story about how humans, we were on Mars before we came here. Um, because we have fucked Mars up, kind of how we fucking everything up here. Because they do have another plan to relocate to another planet. They calling it if it's not Kepler, some shit. It start with a K though. It's a planet that's similar to Earth, and whatever the little rotation is that the planet is going in, whatever this planet is that's coming, is like behind us, but it's moving in this way, like it's moving in a direction towards us. Um, and that's where they plan on going. That's why the flat earth theory is really important, to learn where the planets are, like on on a logical from a logical perspective, because if you learn the difference in the planets on a logical perspective, and how maybe your feet or some superpower fast ass rocket that could push through hard matter, or vehicle that could push through thicker matters of water could get you to other places how they do, then you'll be other places in the world, because it's no really such thing as up. It's only a such thing as forward. There's no such thing as up. Forward. This could be forward to me. 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 It's literally all off what I'm focused on and what my purpose and my goal is. It's no way you think every being in the world has the same purpose and goal as us. Especially when we only see on a certain dimensional, like with a certain like dimensional frequency or whatever the case may be. So this could be forward to us, like this is always gonna be forward to us, or whatever, unless you do like this. Or that, okay. But just because you do like that, don't mean you want. Some people do. Some people do. People are literally fucking. What's that shit where you and you people can take their body off the ground and shit, put air between them and something else, because you gotta take time to open up your mind. Like it's just elements and you have to put them between you. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to do that, literally, because I'm a little bit too hyper. um Shout out to them niggas though. Shout out my nigga Gucci. Okay, so what we need to do now, after telling y'all that I feel like parasites came from Mars, they gotta come from Mars because they make us fucking crazy. I think they come from Mars and Pluto. That's just my own thing. Like I think parasites come from Mars and Pluto because fucking Mars and Pluto rule Aries and Scorpio. And they the only ones who want to fight all the time. Mars rules war though. But Mars is the ruler of Aries, and at one point in time it used to be the ruler of Scorpio as well. And Scorpio's new ruler is Pluto. And I feel like they come from motherfucking Pluto too. Because if Scorpio went that way, so did they. What is you talking about? They're the best fighters. Even if they don't got the best technique, they just don't give up. I sit your goofy ass down. Anyways, who is Gaia? We don't want to know who Gaia is first. Where did the name Gaia come from? I knew this shit was gonna take long. I hope it did though. Where did the name Gaia come from? Look at you, Google. See you. Yo, I'm smarter than a bitch. I told you it was Greek. They can't teach us nothing. They can only remind us. Yo, I really feel like I'm that girl right now. Literally. Okay, Gaia is Greek. Let's just stay focused though, right? Gaia is Greek. Yo, I'm telling you, I swear to God. I would be like, yo, that's why I don't do no research. I say that in every tarot video. I say that shit. I be like, bro, I'm not doing no research. I'm gonna say how I feel. Y'all look that shit up later. Y'all gonna see that I was right. But anyways, Gaia comes from the Greek word Gaia, which means earth. In Greek mythology, the goddess of the earth and the in Greek mythology, Gaia is the goddess of the earth and the mother of all life. Okay, so now I want to take y'all through another version of the rabbit hole. Because now the story of the seasons is connected to Greek mythology as well. Um, Greek mythology, Gaia was the first mother and one of the first deities of creation. She was the mother of Uranus, which is the sky. It says Uranus is the sky. It says, and Pontus, which is the sea, the Titans and Cyclops and the giants. That's close to the beginning of time. That's close to the beginning of like Earth's existence, which would make sense why they would say she is the mother of those things, because if she is, then then it is so. Let's see, what am I trying to look for? She is described as caring and nurturing figure to all the children and plants of the world. So Gaia is Greek. Who or let's just look it up like that. What is the reason for the seasons? I wanted y'all to know that real bad for a while because I be talking about it all the time. What is the reason for the seasons? Because the reason for the season is it's kind of like one of the stories behind the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and it will really help us understand like close to the beginning of our creation as people, why we do just sometimes fall into certain stupid ass patterns. Because once you hear about this story, it's like, bro, that's why I do that. These people are your ancestors. Let's see. Bitch, shut up. See, that's what I'm talking about. They just want you to be stupid in the United States. That's just, what is the reason for the season? Because when you type that, they start talking about Jesus is the reason for the season. That man did not celebrate not a fucking holiday. What are you talking about? He gave people faith, but when he came, people was depressed. So like, holiday? That was made by the white folks when they just needed you to do all of this different types of shit so you could slave for them in certain types of ways to make their life easier every couple of weeks. What the fuck is you talk about? So, what is the reason for the seasons according to Greek mythology? I swear to God, if I could punch Google in the face sometimes, bro. According according to Greek mythology. This really what studying looks like for me. I'm so glad to have brought y'all along. We only got a half a page worth of shit, but we got a lifetime's worth of knowledge. Okay. Okay, according to the Greek mythology, the reason for the season is the story of Demeter, the goddess of harvest, and her daughter Persephone, where Persephone is abducted by Hades, the god of the underworld, causing Demeter to grieve and let the earth wither during the winter months, where Persephone is away, and then brings life back to earth when she returns in the spring. So, Demeter, right? Let's say like Demeter, like a little mini Gaia. Like she controlling the weather patterns and shit, right? And motherfucking Demeter, she gonna have a baby. By who? I don't know. I don't feel like looking it up right now. Just know it's a little daughter. She had herself a little daughter. She had a daughter. Um, and as we know, Hades is the goddess of, or the god of the underworld. Lucifer, Satan. Okay? So Demeter got her little daughter or whatever. I don't remember how Persephone had ended up even meeting Hades. I don't even remember that. I just know that like something had happened. Basically, let's just say like he had kind of finessed her a little bit, but then she had ended up falling in love anyway. But with the devil, like the devil, Hades. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But that's before they had like totally motherfucking demonized them. For real. And I could also see why people who practice Satanism, I could see why the fuck they suffer so much. Because how the fuck y'all gonna think that y'all gonna be led by a man telling you to worship a space that he don't even want to be in? You dumbass. So anyways, so however Persephone had got with Hades or whatever, so now she just casually visited in the underworld, like, you know, she got her little dude down there or whatever, and it's the boss. So like she like, all right, yeah, like I'm feeling him. So her mom is Demeter or whatever. So like sad, ring ring, like I ain't seen you in a while, you feel me? She getting sad, the fall coming, like, cause she like, y'all ain't seen my daughter. Like, it was summertime, we was kicking it, blah blah blah, like everything was all happy, happy, joy, joy. Like now I got my daughter, like I don't have no reason to tend to the earth the way that I did, cause my baby is gone. You get what I'm saying? So she stopped tending to the earth, the leaves start falling, it start getting cold outside. You feel what I'm saying? Ring ring, Seth. Where the fuck is you at? I'm tired of calling your phone and you not answering. You got this little cute ass voicemail. Keep talking about leave a voicemail. You're clearly not checking your voicemail. This the 30th voicemail I left on your phone and you still ain't called me back. And she ain't called her back. So then the winter came and it started to snow. So, you know, like we mid-winter like kicking it. A month and a half in, says she started checking her voicemails or whatever. She hear her mom wearing her ass out on the phone. Bro, I ain't seen you in such and such and such. It been hella months. It's definitely been 3. Did you see the leaves? Did you hear anything about the leaves? Do you hear the leaves from down there falling? Like, we're cold up here. People are hungry. You're just not here. Like, a part of me doing my job is being with you. That her mom cussing her out on the voicemail or whatever. So she let her man know. She dealing with Hades. So she let her man know because, you know, it's 12 months in a year, according to these lies of time that they had made up to you or whatever. So it's 12 months in a year. I hate fucking lying, man. I hate fucking lying. It's not 12 months in a year. It's not 31 days in a month. It's 28. Anyway, so that's another topic. That's another topic. I'll break that down if y'all want that. That'll be my last topic of the day, though. The 28 days. I'll break down time for you. You know, ever since I broke down time, though, all them years ago, y'all know people on the internet breaking down time now? That was the goal. I needed somebody to figure out where the fuck we at because this shit don't make sense. And I don't know, and when y'all know what the fuck made me start breaking down time, y'all gonna see why I still smoke weed. So, anyway, she calling her daughter. It's a month and a half left. Like, she already got a month and a half down a winter. You know, each season is 3 months. So a half of a month is a month and a half. So it's a month and a half through winter. Persephone decided to finally check her voicemail. Her mom wearing her ass out. She letting her know, like, you need to come back. Blah, blah, blah. I miss you. Da, da, da. So another month and a half go by. She let her man know, like, you know, I'm going to have to go be back with my mom because she need me. She miss me. You know, that's my mom. I love her. Da-da. So she spent her last month and a half with her man, and then she go back to Earth, and it's spring. So that's why it's hot. and it starts like cheering back up when the springtime come, and then by the summertime they back happy, they kicking it. It's just like your child before they go to college. You gonna have a good time with them because you about to send them away, because now it's a pattern. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't break up, so she still be going to see her man or whatever, and that's why it snowed. There you go. So what was I gonna talk about? Time. All right, let's see what this do for me if it don't piss me off. And the only reason that it pisses me off is because I can't figure it out all the way down to it. Like, I know that the reset, and I used to always say that in the old videos, like the new world reset happened around the time that I was born. Like, if you notice, a lot of people who was born around the time as me, we're a little different. The reset happened, I feel confident in saying, between 96 and 2001, because God's time is not our time. Like, what long time is to us is not the same. Like, we just looking at it. But long story short is, they, first of all, they're overaging niggas. They making people think that they older than they are, because if you have this illusion that you're gonna die faster, you just die faster. Now, give me the grace real quick, cause I need to take a break before we start this time study. Cause I'm gonna try to go farther into the time study than I've ever gone. But just like I was cussing about all that other stuff, I'm gonna be cussing about this too. If you don't want to get no STDs, you need to have a strong immune system. Your immune system is going to fight them. They parasites. But if you sleep with a person that is a parasite, no matter how strong your immune system is, you still will be infected, because you may have an immune system that can defend parasites, but you don't got common sense that can defend parasites. No judgment. None at all. Swear to God. Swear to God. Swear to God. I don't care how it sounds when I say it. Swear to God. Swear to God. Alzheimer's, dementia. What's that shit that start with an A? Autism, parasites. Cancer, parasite. Diabetes, parasites. Shit, I'm in the field. HIV, herpes, parasites. I was about to get something. Y'all already know Trick is a fucking parasite. But that's crazy. Cause, alright, so, right. And that's why you have to be suspect that your body has parasites in it just to get a parasite cleanse. Cause they not gonna have you do a parasite cleanse because they benefit too much from the parasites being in your body. Because it's gonna be shit that go wrong. If the parasites, if you lose control over your health, they can travel through your body. You know, and they can inhabit different parts of your body. If they get in your brain, that's dementia, Alzheimer's, shit like that. Once you got dementia and Alzheimer's, the pharmaceutical company got you. Like, the United States is eating after that, once you got dementia and Alzheimer's. So, what's the best way to get rid of parasites? Fasting is good. Fasting is nowhere near as bad as it sounds. Swear to God. I am a person who used to eat from the moment that I got up to the moment that I went to sleep, to where I really used to get mad when I hear people fasting. I really used to get mad. when I heard about people fasting and shit like that, because I'm like, bro, what the fuck is the point? You know what I mean? Like, I thought fasting was only for losing weight, but you can fast and gain weight. Like, especially if, like, per se, a fruit fast, because you're still eating, you can still gain weight. But you're not going to really gain, like, fat. You're going to gain muscle. You just got to work out while you fast. You're going to be fine. But the most important thing is for your body to go into ketosis. If your body go into if you let your body go into ketosis, man, ain't gonna be not a germ, virus, bacteria, disease that can fuck with you. Like, allowing your body to have time to do what it wants to do. How to say that? Allowing your body to have time to do what it wants to do is going to save your life, because all your body wants to do is be strong and able to show up for you for real, so that you can complete the mission of your desires. So your body will take care of itself, and all you got to do is take care of your body. And the way to do that is just don't make it always forced to be focused on digestion. Because if you force your body to always just be focused on digestion, that's what it's going to do. It's going to always be focused on digestion. And it could focus on other things. And the way to be sure that you can get rid of all parasites is I don't know how to say that properly, but it's basically like a mucous membrane. Like, mucus holds germs. You know that because mucus is a germ. And we associate mucus with germs, especially once it leaves your body. That is one of the easiest ways to get sick, through mucus. So is mucus inside of your body as well. Like the dementia and the Alzheimer's being the mucus in the brain. That the parasites are protected inside of the mucous membrane, and that's the reason why they get to attack things. As a herbalist, tarot reader, and all of those things, I have not done all of the research to figure out how to heal everything. I just got the herbalist that already has figured out how to heal everything. And this will be another one of those videos. I'll just leave the description or the link to her website in the description box below. And if you're dealing with anything, I don't care what it is, cancer, kidney stones, any issues with your privates, issues with your brain, your eyes, your bones, it don't matter what it is. She got the stuff made already to fix it. If you don't know how to navigate through the website, you call the warehouse and you tell them what your problems are, and the warehouse will tell you what you need to be able to fix that problem, and you can cure anything. So I will leave that in the description box below. That's my thing. Like, if anything is flesh eating, it's a parasite. Because how can it dissolve at or eat your flesh or deteriorate your flesh if it's not living? You know what I mean? It has to live. And that's basic science that they taught us when we was young. Like, everything is living. Everything is living. This is living. It's just that, like, the way that our eyes are made, that 3D shit, like, we can't see the atoms. Like, we can't see. So it looks like one thing to us, but to something that can see on a different dimensional frequency, like maybe like definitely 4D, they could probably break it up and see like how all of these atoms are just packed tightly together. They aren't truly connected, just packed together to hold in like the liquid. Hey honey, how's your day going? You know what I really want? I want to buy some land. I just want to buy some land I don't know where because I literally live on a tent on my land, but I don't want to get stuck in like no weather conditions that's inappropriate, that I can't kind of save myself from. I would buy land this year. That's a big goal for me. Like getting some land. Hey honey, how's your day going? I already started what's that? Like I got my seeds germinating for my grapes because you can't even have grapes with seeds in them no more. Man. So anytime my grapes got seeds in them, I'm fucking like spit the seeds out so I can keep them. But in the genetically modified ones from the supermarket, the seedless ones, they still have the little itsy bitsy seeds in them. But I went to the market, the little, I don't know how to say because people who don't know, you get what I'm saying? Like it's not a farmer's market, but like it's a market that has like stuff in a more raw form, like not all packaged and shit. I got some seeded grapes. I ate some of my seeds from my grapes because seeds from fruit have natural sources of iron in them, and that's important, especially for people like me because I have like I'm anemic, but iron is good for anemia. Actually, if you're anemic, it means you're low in iron. But I wasn't going to be just chewing all the seeds just to be motherfucking, getting my iron levels right. Especially when I just gotta focus on the shit to get it right for real. I could spend the money, get the tea from the herbalist, my iron levels just be right automatically. So yeah, I kept all my seeds, germinated them. It said I should keep them in the refrigerator for like 3 months. So I got them. So I'm gonna have grapes one day. Got pineapple too, but I ain't planting it into the dirt because I really don't know why. I just didn't. I may like when the sun come back out, like the end of February or something like that. Oh, okay. So the next thing that we're studying is time. Okay, so how did that rabbit hole start for me? I used to trade foreign exchange and shit like that. And foreign exchange was teaching us um like the importance of percentages and shit like that. And when it comes to percentages, everything need to add up in order to equal like whatever that last fucking thing is. When it comes to percentages and numbers, shit is just matter of fact. Numbers is matter of fact. Numbers don't lie. No matter how you use them. So, all right. A woman's menstrual cycle comes every 28 days. Um, but 28 to 35 though. 28 to 35 days. But naturally, just regularly, a woman's menstrual cycle starts every 28 days. No matter how long her menstrual cycle is, it starts 28 days after it started the first time. So if it started on the 13th, it's supposed to technically like start on the 13th, right? I don't know how that shit works because that's confusing a little bit, but it's just every 28 fucking days, okay? So if a woman's menstrual cycle is every 28 days, you understand that the 28 days is the focus because the menstrual cycle is every 28 days and everybody comes from the womb. The womb man, especially humans. If everything is coming from Gaia, and Gaia is a woman, everything on this earth is coming from Gaia. And Gaia is a woman. Like, we basically live in her flesh right now. Okay. So the menstrual cycle is every 28 days. And the moon cycle is every 28 days. Menstrual slash moon. Because they both change every 28 days. So they said that it's 12 months in a year. We got 12 zodiac signs, don't we? So 28 times 12 is like 3 some shit. 336. That's what 28 times 12 is. It's 336, but I'm still doing it on the calculator. Just to prove to myself that I just need to be more of a know-it-all. Hesitation make a bitch out of you. 12 times 28 equals 336, like I said. Ain't nobody else gonna call me pussy. I'm gonna do it myself. So he said it's 336, so that's 336. You're like, okay, cool. You don't think nothing about it. But you said, hold on. Disney 365. Swear to God, this how this shit was coming through my brain. I see 336. I'm like, oh, cool, that look normal, you know. I'm not thinking nothing of it. All I really see is like, when I'm looking at 336, I see 336. Like, I don't know how y'all see 336, but if I see 336, I'm comfortable. Like, because these numbers resonate with each other. You know what I mean? They just look like this. It just look like it's normal. You're not thinking shit about it. Did you even think any shit about it? Even since I said 365, since we still saying 336, it just sounds so normal. We forgot about 365. They said so. Boom, 336. Remember? But they told us it's 365 days of the year. So then you do 336. Or no, 365 minus 336. Excuse me. And we do our little math and stuff. We turn that 5, or no, the 6 into a 5. We turn this 5 into a 15. So 15 minus 6 is 9. 5 minus 3 is 2. And 3 minus 3 is 0, which leaves us with a remaining 29 days in a month, which is only accurate. It's only accurate because the moon changes, the season changes, every zodiac sign changes every 28 days. Everything is changing. Everything in the world is changing every 28 days, except for these months that they have made up, that literally only exist here, and people everywhere that they colonized and took dominance. So when I talk to y'all about the Mayans with time, is I don't know how I had ran into. I ran into the Mayan time by watching some fucking documentary one day when I was cooking. Ask God why I get this fucking information, but it's clear why I get the information because I'm gonna bring it back to you. So, anyways, they told us it was 365 days in a year. But they also told us it was 12 months. But every zodiac sign, the moon, everything in the sky is changing. The sky is changing. Ooh, see, it's getting scarier now. The sky is changing every 28 days. I already told y'all it's no such thing as up. It's just forward. Um, the reason that some of these things look, some of the shit ain't even really for real, for real. They're really up. It's just a gravitational pull and some illusion or some shit. But some of it actually is at a distance. Remember, I said it's just forward. When you see something up and it's really there, if you see something that's up and it's really there, it is not up. It is just forward. I told you, it looks up because it's far. And every time something is like, if it stay at the same distance and you move it far, it just starts to look, it starts to look small. It looks smaller, but for some reason it also looks like it's rising. So you say, Esenje, why can't I see China? I told you, it is too close. It's too close. It's too close. It's too close. Shit. Shit. That's just what it is. That's why you can see that other. It's just perspective. It is not up. It's forward. Just change the distance of your head. It's forward. It's no such thing. Okay. Um. So, but still, if it's 28 days and I'm off, and they saying it's 365 days in a year, then that still leaves us with now 13 months and an extra day. Um. Not sure what that extra day is or what it's for. Um, that's a whole nother level of a rabbit hole that I'd have to travel down in some books that they probably got stored away where that shit is only in writing. Fuck is you talking about? The reason for why we got 365 days in a year is probably inside of a book that was made with a typewriter. Fuck is we talking about? Because I don't know what the fuck this extra one day is for, but I know it gotta be some weird ass shit behind it. Just one extra day. Just one. Um, I don't know shit about time. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. That's due to the fact. So boom. For example, like me, I was born on 10/10 United States time. Yeah, I just be so sick of this shit. Like when once it start getting to stuff like that, I be sick of it. All right, so I was born on 10. I was born 10/10. It's my birthday. My birthday is October 10th. October 10th. Let me show y'all this motherfucking Bible. Shit don't even make motherfucking sense. Talking about, so apparently, because this is only if the United States gonna make everything about Jesus Christ so that they can use him to hide the stupid shit and the rude and horrible shit that they do, put words in his mouth so that we can obey, so that they can do shit without us asking questions. They should at least make it make sense, because these are numbers. Numbers don't lie. Numbers, they do what the fuck numbers do. So apparently, according to the United States, in math, it has to be 2025 years after Christ died, right? according to according to the dates that we signed in, because we just keeping track, right, of the days after Christ died, because everything before him was BC and everything after him is AD. But motherfucking, they had video cameras in Jerusalem. Not in today's time. They had video cameras in Jerusalem when videos was orange. It's video cameras from Jerusalem. So what I'm gonna do right now, because according to United States time, we are 2025 years after Christ's death. They can't say they didn't say that. They did say that, even though they're not making us write the date down. Apparently, they don't make me write the date down as Sunday, January 19th, 2025, after death. But that's what they said that it was. They didn't say it just like that, but they based time off of his existence. So if his time is based off of if time is based off his existence, then technically they said without saying that Christ died 2025 years ago, according to United States time, which is also not making sense because this is only United States time. But all of the humans that's living on this surface is all living off of the same sun. We're all living off of the energy of the same sun that's going at the same motherfucking motion. No matter who looking at it, it got the same cycle. No matter what, moon, same cycle. No matter what, stars, which are just suns for other stellar systems, doing the same fucking thing every 28 days. But it's 2025 years after Christ died. So I got this beautiful thing that I just happen to have access to called ancestral wisdom. Right? I didn't know that this shit was meant for me. I just ended up finding out. Like my great grandma, she tell me shit about her being into spirituality. Nobody literally knew about it. We literally be shocked about this shit all the time these days. She died when I was 11. I'm 26. We just found out that she was into spirituality 3 years ago. She died when I was 11. So I just, she happens to have this great Bible that got the Old Testament and the New Testament in it and a timeline in it. And I'm going to show y'all the timeline that baffles the fuck out of me. Give me a second. Thanks for the likes, y'all, too. All right. All right. So we're going to open it up. This Bible was made in the year 1997. Remember, I told y'all that there was a time reset around the years of between 1996 and 2001. What is a time reset? I'll tell you. Okay, so a lot of chosen people was born around the years 1996 and 2001. Before the years of 1996, time stood still. I don't even know if y'all noticed that or not, those of y'all who was alive around that time, but it really was at a standstill until 1996, where there had to be this thing and some sort of diversion, because while chosen people was being born, so was Christ. I don't know where he at. I'm just telling you that he grown now. So I mean, the mouth of babes. So even if he wasn't grown, if somebody helping you, you need to listen. So, anyways, our purpose was not talking about that. I just opened up the book so y'all can see the timeline. Because if the United States is introducing this Bible and they going to manipulate that man's words to try to control us, then they should at least honor it, right? They should at least honor the man that they forcing down our throat. But it's funny, they want us to honor a man and they want to force him down our throat. But that's a man who didn't even talk all the time. I didn't make the facts, I just found them. You don't get a lot of everybody. All of us ain't with that. So, like I said, according to what they talking about, they told us, and that's what they saying, that even though they don't make us write AD after today's date in school, according to this shit, they ain't say anything but everything BC AD. Everything BC AD according to the United States. That's the only way to do it. It's around Christ. That's the only way. Yo, don't piss me off. Before I even get into this, we need to see when he died. How many years ago? Because like I said, they got video cameras in Jerusalem. Video cameras in Jerusalem when they used to do the motherfucking, the cameras, they used to have they got the energy from doing like this. Fuck is you talking about? Because when you see the invention of technology, certain pieces of technology and shit like that on this timeline that I'm about to show y'all, it makes nothing make sense. Nothing makes sense. Nothing. But let's see. Did bitch don't type nothing on my phone. I'm typing. Did Jesus. Now they try to show me all this AD. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck did I just say, bro? But let's see. Jesus died in the 1st century. Most likely AD 30 or AD 33. How y'all gonna say a grave empty of a nigga and you don't even know when the fuck he died? Hello? Before time and motherfuckers was able to keep up with the shit, they was counting sunsets and sunrises. How you don't know when a nigga died, but you telling me what day it is? How you gonna tell me when I'm born and you ain't counting sunsets? Bitch. You ain't however old they told you was. That's before we get to this motherfucking timeline, that's what it is. That's where we go backwards at. First of all, time for you started as soon as you were born. It is the God without you and the God within you. You are, okay? Christ-like. In the flesh. Yes. So motherfucking fuck out of here. You are not however old they told you. You are 12 motherfucking, well, nope, excuse me. You 28 times 13 and you get motherfucking 3, hold on, give me a second, 336, because I don't feel like pulling out the thing, and then you add a 28, you got a 4, bring that 6, okay, duh, just 365 minus 1, that was slow. Okay, but anyways, so 28 times 13, 364. So that's going to be the years, right? These going to be the years. And you go back to whatever day they told you that you was born. You may not be able to figure out what day it is for everybody else. We don't know, right? But your reality don't even exist the same as somebody else. Your timeline is not the same as everybody else. You know that. So when did the world start for you? It started for you. And it stopped for you. Okay? So anyways, 364, right? That's going to be your base number. And then you figure out, I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's see. How many sunsets has it been? How many days has it been since you were born? For me, I was born October 10th, 1998. So we're going to see how many days. Wow, I did want to learn something new. Okay, I'm glad I didn't let it piss me off. Well, I made it piss me off, but okay, so how many days has it been How many days has it been since? I'm going to try to look at a paper about the day I was born. October 10th, 1998. Bitch, I asked shit. I said, how many days has it been since? It's usually a little way to do it, but now see they don't want to make it easy. Nah. How many days has it been since October 10th, 1998? Ho! How many days? Why can't I find that out? I was able to find that out before. Let's try it on a different device. It was a calculator. But see, that's how you know more people are figuring this shit out. When they stop making stuff accessible, that's when the fuck you know. Because like I said, I was talking about it a long time ago. But then I was like, da, 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 da. I'm not saying that everybody got it from me, because downloads usually hit multiple spiritual people at one time. So, but I just know people are also on the internet just breaking down time as well now too, or talking about it. But I don't know. Me personally, I just want to see how old I am right now. So how many days has it been? It's 10:10. It's 10:10 right now. It's 10:10 o'clock. Um, they some hating ass whores. How many days has it been since October? Fuck it, Saturday, October 10th. Cause sometimes I play, like what the fuck they got going on 1998. See if they 9,000. See 9,000. It's been 9,598 days. Now, the only thing that makes it very questionable, right, before I even do the math to figure this shit out, I think no. The 364 is accurate because of the seasons. The seasons. We can trust it. They lying about the months. Time is not lying. It's all showing us. Even just trust it. Just trust the seasons. Even if, say, what we saw was an illusion, what we feel is not an illusion. And we can feel the seasons changing. Okay, so 364. So apparently I was born 9,598 days ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 9,598 divided by 364. All right, let me see. We just gotta make sure we get this shit right. So 9,598 divided by 365. Which way is it? Because it's a small percentage off. It's a small percentage off. And not like a small percentage, it's just a small amount of points. Okay. So for 364, it's 26.368. But for 365, it's 26.295. So 26.4 and 26.3. So which one is it? 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 So that just takes me back to, what do they do with that extra fucking day? Like, I don't give a fuck. This is the rabbit hole. That's how you find it. What do they do with that extra day? If it's 365 days in a year, and it's 28 days in a month. Then that's 13 months in a day. God, the beginning of time has already existed. That extra day, it happened the first time. It ain't happening again every year. So that's where you gotta use your brain at now. Because if it's 365 days, for example, right? Forget the numbers that come after the decimal. Because if 26 years passed by and it was an extra day and each perceived year, now I almost got a whole month added to my shit. So are they making you think that you older to age you? Or are they making you think that you're younger to keep you from trusting yourself? Because last time I did something, I'm not even gonna front. Last time I did something, it made it seem like they was making you think you was older. But that's only if that's inaccurate because we only got officious now. We got officious now. But I mean, let's figure out who the first person that discovered the 13th zodiac sign. What was the first culture to discover the 13th zodiac sign? Because if it's already in, like if the Chinese people was already knowing about it, yup. Oh, no, 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 no. They don't show you. Well, Google ain't gonna show you. Probably need a book. So now we hit a little bit of rock. Who? That's something that I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna figure out who discovered Ophiuchus. But God usually send me answers. I ain't gonna lie. So as long as I keep it there, who discovered Ophiuchus? So however, I don't listen. I'm not Ophiuchus, so I don't know how to say this shit. Um, who discovered Ophiuchus, right? Because either it really is either because it's 28 days a month regardless. But is it 13 months in a year or 12? You get what I'm saying? Like, all right, so okay, so this stuff is basically like before Christ, and we was gonna show you like the stuff that happened before he was born and after Jesus Christ was born. He didn't live a long time according to a lot of stuff that people be talking about in the Bible. And I think that's very important just to say it out loud because a lot of people don't read the Old Testament. I haven't gotten to read the Old Testament, a lot of it. But people need to read the Old Testament because I heard, let's just say, like that's a representation of the old days. And I always say that too, like the New Testament or what people know, like the stories around Jesus, like Jesus is a representation of the new day, but the stuff that inspired him was not the new day. He inspired the new day. He was inspired by what God taught from what was yesterday for him. So it'd be cool for us to learn like what was yesterday for him as well. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to like, all right, but let's see. First known date of the Olympic Games. So the Olympic Games even existed before Jesus Christ was born. Um, let's see what else. Stuff just so we can relate. 1,250 years before Jesus Christ was born, silk fabrics was manufactured in China. I mean, fabrics existed. 875 years before Jesus born, Elijah prophesied in Israel. The Temple of Jerusalem was completed 959 years before Jesus was born. Gold vessels and jewelry was popular in Northern Europe 950 years before Jesus was born. I'm still stuck on the Olympics, like, cause motherfuckers wasn't talking about the Olympics in the Bible. Why they ain't talk about? Why they weren't talking about everything? Shit, don't confuse us. We already lost. You could already did. You could at least told us. But I mean, let's see. A new temple was completed in Jerusalem 515 years before Jesus was born. Polo was a sport among Persians 525 years before Jesus was born. Horseback postal service in Persian Empire 540 years before. Horse racing first held at the 33rd Olympic Games 648 years before Jesus was born. The 33rd Olympic Games, 650 years. What did I say? Was it 650? Excuse me, 648. They gotta make something make sense, you know what I mean? They're talking about Cleopatra 51 years before he was born. The Great Wall of China was built 215 years before he was born. Like, I just think it's so crazy how they don't just put all the information together. They don't want all the information just put in one place. Really, they don't want it really put in one place. So you gotta find expensive ass Bibles that she probably bought from a very, I don't even know where she probably got this from. My great grandmother, to say it, she was a Cancer. Cancers have things. And the happier that Cancer is in life, the nicer their things get. Um I'm just fortunate to have it, cuz I don't know, like sometimes your soul tell you to do things and you don't really know why you're doing it. And I'm sure that she ain't know she was buying this book for my tarot channel. Like when she bought this book, she wasn't no fucking YouTube, you know? Like people still had to hide the fact that like when she bought this book, being into spirituality was literally like witchcraft. Like just straight witchcraft. Like, but I digress. 139 years before Christ was born, Jews and astrologers were banished from Rome. Like this shit is so weird. But I still ain't forget about that 12 months. That just kind of irritated me a little bit because I can't. It's no way right now for me to know the truth. You know. I'm trying to still see. Is there anything that stands out? Damn, Cleopatra and her lover Mark Antony both died by suicide 30 years before Jesus was born. Oh, that mean Mary had Jesus when she was 25 then. If she was born 20 years before he was born, and that's her mom, did that mean she had Jesus when she was 25? That's cute, actually. A 25-year-old version? I could see why God chose her. Roman Colosseum. But that's after Christ's death. They only got stuff up to 95 years after he dies, when it says the apostle John writes the book of Revelations, 95 years after Jesus was born. We need to look up the angel number 95 and see what's so significant about that. Because actually people are starting to live longer again. Like back in the days, like the stuff in the Bible. You know how in that part of the Bible, once you get into Genesis and they just start saying hella people names, and they just start saying and such lived until, and such lived until. People are living that long again. If that video was close to the top of my Facebook, I would show y'all the lady. She said she was 140 on the video. She was a herbalist. But let me see. What was I about to look at? Y'all remember? Um, Open my book. Angel number 95. They don't want me to be smart or great. They don't want other people to be smart or great. And nobody gives a fuck. You want to know why? Because we're still going to be smart and we're still going to be great. I'll smack every piece of shit out you. From the angels, that efforts to put towards positive changes in your life will have many long-term benefits. And that's kind of like what the Book of Revelations is. That Book of Revelations is basically like whoop your ass. Like, if you don't get your shit together, you going to die in the fucking hellfire. That's basically what the Book of Revelations feel like. Actually, no lie, the first time I heard the Book of Revelations, like, I didn't have nightmares while I was asleep. I had nightmares while I was awake. You wanna see your flaws in life, and you wanna see how you've ever been a problem to spiritual balance. Read the Book of Revelations. You'll see all your problems. Telling you, man, the Book of Revelations is like a scary movie to me. I tell you, I lie to you not. You think anything is scary? Read the Book of Revelations. Shit. I dare you. You know what? And if you don't read it, you pussy, because I already dared you. I dare you to read the Book of Revelations. How can you get? I don't got no Bible, Esenje. Yes, you do. The Bible app. Download it. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. At least like the first 3 or 4 chapters. You gonna see what the fuck I'm talking about, and I want you to see what I'm talking about. And I already called you pussy and told you that you pussy if you don't read it. So now you gotta read it. If you don't read it, you pussy. And even if you don't tell me that you ain't reading, you know in your heart that you pussy, and you too pussy to read a Bible. Come on now, your pussy ass read the fucking Bible. That motherfucker's scary. I'm telling you. Read the first 4 chapters of Revelation. That motherfucker is scary. Okay? And I hope it tempts you to read more. That motherfucker scary as hell. Reading the book of Revelations to help you understand why people chose spirituality and decided to accept the fact that the Bible was written by people. Okay? They said, no, I can't do everything that is said. It was written by Shakespeare. But for real, it was. Like, some of it was. And who was it? I don't remember. Somebody who wrote some of the books. Was it David, they said, or something? But somebody who wrote some of the books in the Bible also wrote the book of demonology. So if the person who write the book of information, write the book of both informations, I wouldn't let that person tell me what to do. Bitch, you don't get to choose. You don't get to choose. I don't know if I'm gonna read the book of demonology, but I'm gonna just be honest with you. I can't say that I won't. I like books. Like, that's my shit. Ooh, that's my shit. That's my shit. Like, ooh, ooh. But because now, all right, so we're going back to the topic of seasons, right? Because we feel the seasons, these things change. It's pretty systematic. But it's changing more and more to where the system is breaking down. So back to the original question is it 12 months or 13? Who the fuck discovered Ophiuchus? And since it's discovered, where is that in the sky and why y'all didn't been see that shit? Because they didn't been seen it, but then they seen it out of nowhere. They said they had discovered a collection of stars, because all of our zodiac sign is just a collection of stars. And when I say a collection of stars, I mean some dots. Then the dots is stars, and the sun is a star to somebody else all the way over there. So all them dots that you see, that's just somebody else's sun. And you see multiple suns that create a little shape. And over here, they told you that was what represented your zodiac sign. Because I guess that was just dominant in the sky at the time that you was born. And they keep seeing the same shape. So when they discover old fishes, okay. So now I understand. Now I remember why I had said that. That don't make it true. I just remember why I said it. So, because I had said, right, I had said, if I just smoked weed and realized that they was hiding a whole month in a day, I remember because my desk was right here. Wasn't no none of this going on. That's back when I used to have the little cheetah print thing on the wall, and I used to do my videos with the little cheetah print shit in the background. I sat right there. I said, if I'm high and I just found a whole extra month hidden in the year, imagine what somebody else did way before me. Cause they had just came out with the little Ophiuchus shit a couple years ago. They just discovered Ophiuchus a couple months ago. So is it 12 months or 13? Because if it's 13 months, the age that they're telling us is accurate. But if it's 12 months, they are aging us faster. So let's see the math. So we're gonna do that same thing divided by, so apparently right now I'm 9,598 days old. That's how many sunsets and sunrises I have lived through. But you know what? I'm a double check that. Them bitches be lying. Just in case it was a dark day, you know what I mean? Don't try to have me living through shit. Because if it wasn't, how many fucking sunrises? So many fucking seriously. All right. Has it been? If they tell me, because I'm not going to beat that one down. Because I'm trying to do something else before I forget, even though I already forgot. I think I just got feeling. I got a feeling that it's going to come back. Nah, they didn't get that one to me. Don't piss me off. Anyways, so what's we doing? 300. All right, no, on a calculator. 9,598 divided by 336. Damn, that will make you 28. That make you older. Shit. Because that's 28.565. So now, regardless, is a lie, and I can't even tell you what direction it is. Shit. I can't tell you shit. I can't tell you shit. I can't tell you shit. Because then, if that make you, well, that's just me, right? That's just me. That would make me 28 point. That don't make you anything. That makes me 28.565, right? Now we gotta focus on what the 0.565 is according to all this 24 hours shit. So let's see if we can do it. 0.565 divided by 24. 0.0235. Why does it seem the same? Because all I'm trying to figure out is how to break these things down to figure out how many days. But if it's going to break down to look like the same, to still look like 24, then I'm confused because it's going to look like 24, 24. What the fuck? So y'all see where I get confused at? Like, this is hard. All right, so if it's 28, it's 28 days. Everything changed. Everything changing in 28 days, right? That's what it is, regardless. It's 28 days, okay? Now, we don't know if it's 13 months in a year or 12. Because if it's 12 months in a year, we older than what we think we is, y'all. But what do they get out of making us think that we're younger than what we are, other than keeping us delinquent? What the fuck do they got age restrictions on? That they really care about, that they even give us access to? If it's 13 months, what the fuck is up with that extra day? Math ain't mathing on it. If it's 12 months, what the fuck is up with them extra 29 days? You get what I'm saying? So I'm not the one who got the answer to that. I genuinely don't know. From the bottom of my heart, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Like, that's where I hit my, I don't know. Not that shit don't, it just don't make sense to me. It really don't. Seriously. Cause on this motherfucking timeline, they only started calling the first few years after Christ died AD. Then they just start counting. So when was he born again? or however that happened. He rewrote, like, come on now. So he was born AD 1. Let's look that up. What the fuck is AD? Oh, after his first death. Nah, fuck that. What's AD? Y'all confusing me. Cause AD 1, what do you mean? Like confused. How a nigga dead if he's still alive? The year of our Lord. BCE and CE. What is the difference? AD, da 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 da. Do they mean the same thing? Don't try to make me read a whole bunch of shit. I will smack every piece of shit out of you. BC and AD, the idea to count the years from the birth of Jesus Christ was birth. Christian monk. The Julian calendars. Julian or Gregorian calendars. So maybe I'm gonna write these down, and I'll revisit these on my own time to figure out how to get access to these calendars, because none of this shit makes sense over here that they giving us right here in the United States. So Julian and Gregorian. I've never heard of the Julian calendars, but I've definitely heard of the Gregorian calendars. So calendars. The system spread throughout Europe and Christian world during the centuries that follow. AD stands for Anno Domini, Latin for in the year of the Lord, while BC stands before Christ. CE stands for common or current, while BCE stands for before the common or current era. Early 1700s. Okay. These abbreviations have a shorter history than BC and AD, although they still date from at least the early 1700s. Okay, so why you don't want to tell us nothing about AD? You selfish fucking bitch. Alright, let's see. System on the basis that is objectively inaccurate. It is widely accepted that the actual birth of Jesus occurred at least 2 years before AD 1, and so some argue that explicitly linking years to an interim birth date for Jesus is arbitrary and misleading. Whatever it was inaccurate, since it does not explicitly refer to the birth of Jesus, removing some of the baggage associated with our dating system, while also unknowingly Starting point 1C is essentially a convention. Pushback. The movement toward BCE and CE has not been universally accepted, and BC and AD is still more widely used, even though BCE and CE has been more in the mainstream since the 1980s. So they gonna tell me all this shit without telling me nothing. They just gonna keep giving me hella words. Don't piss me off. The year of the Lord, basically. That's what AD mean. Whoever told me after death lied to me. Cool. I ain't mad at it, because I'm just glad that I looked it up. I'm glad that I looked it up because none of that shit makes sense. So basically, he's born in the year 5'6". According to that, they say 3'4", but this is 5'6". 3'4", 5'6", same thing to a motherfucker without a watch. So whatever. What's to say? Jesus begins his ministry when he's 26 or 27. These motherfuckers don't know shit. So when he died, or y'all don't know that either. Mm. He was crucified when he was 30. So when they kill him the first time, you really gotta look that shit up. Oh, when did they kill Jesus the first? How old was Jesus when they killed him the first time? Just a rabbit hole. This is literally just one page of information. But I mean, you gotta write your own book if you want to learn something. Sometimes. What was I about to just look up? How old was Jesus when they killed him the first time? And what timeline was they going off of? Yeah, we gotta figure that out. Cause if everybody going off different timelines, then who the fuck keeping up with his age? Who said what? You know what I'm saying? But let's stay focused for a second. How old was Jesus when they killed him the first time? Didn't they kill him twice? Jesus. According to most Christian traditions, Jesus was around 33 when he was crucified, which is considered at the time of his death. Therefore, it's generally considered the age when he was killed the first time. While not explicitly stated in the Bible, Jesus began his ministry at. Shut the fuck up! That's not what that say. Considering Jesus very uncomfortable, he was his first time with that. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What? Cause when I'm looking at 50 right here, that ain't what that say. So now I'm gonna look around 50. Cause if that's when he was killed the first time, if that's when he was killed the first time, how he died a second time? Let's just say they killed him. Let's just try to make the Google search when they killed him the second time. Let's change first to second. See if that makes us find the answer. Get my motherfucking answers, baby. 33 to 39 in the first century. He was not killed the second time. Jesus only died once. He was not killed the second time. How old was Jesus when he reascended into the heavens? How old was Jesus when his soul left the flesh for the second time? Bitch, do I need an Alexa? Cause he wasn't alive. Clearly. Where he go at? He ain't even died no second time. He ain't even died. He ain't even died no second time. So this how I'm gonna know if they trying to take me into a loophole. How old was he when he was born the second time? He wasn't born the second time, according to Google. None of the shit I learned is right. It just starting to convince me that I knew what I was talking about. One time. So what happened the second time? Cause they killed him, and he ain't stay dead. He came back, and then I believe like he ascended into the heavens or something like that. But he definitely didn't stay. That wasn't what they had said. That ain't what they said, right? Because they said 3 days. He rose again in 3 days, right? So, of course, he was the same age when he rose again that he was when they crucified him, unless they killed him before his birthday. Seriously, like, because they getting me kind of fucked up right now. So he came back. What did Jesus do after? Like, how do you even word this shit? Mm. Like, I want, like, there's no way for me to ask these questions like and get a straightforward answer because I don't even know how to ask the question in a straightforward way. Okay. I'm very confused right now. I'm very confused right now. Because, all right, that's a piece of information that's valuable, right? But what happened to him? Um, how'd you use that word, rising? After he rose. Sure. Noun type for me. Appear his disciples, taught them, and ascended into heaven. 40 days. Okay, so I guess that's why. Okay, so how long did he live? Oh, they don't know who he is. 40 days. He only lived 40 days after rising from the dead. He died, or he ascended into the heavens, and that was that. So that man was clearly an alien. Had to be. That nigga got beamed up in regular time. It's regular sized ass humans just dying at the age of 50 and 60. And this nigga just get to float into the air. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm not discriminating against him because he's an alien. I think you're an alien too, and I think that about myself as well. I think every single one of us are aliens. To me, we're all just little bacteria and parasites living in Gaia's belly. So it don't really matter. Depends on how it all depends on what story you want to look at it as. Because it depends on what story you're looking at it from. Because we could be parasites inside a guy's belly, or I could go with the flat Earth. Flat Earth, I definitely go with the flat Earth thing though. Because if you go with the flat Earth thing, we still could be parasites inside a guy's belly. Because they say like some of the other planets and stuff are ruled by gods and shit like that. So but people have said that before, that Jesus was like an alien or some shit. I just be calling him a magician. But I'm comfortable with what I got because I still can't figure out until I figure out what day it is and how old I am. I guess I didn't reach what I was trying to find as far as figuring out time. And why do that shit even matter? That BC, AD shit, like, it don't really do nothing for us. You feel what I'm saying? It don't, it don't teach us nothing. It don't do nothing for us as individuals. It's teaching us a damn thing. So let's see if we can hack the system. Or are they going to be smarter than us? I don't even know. Like what they trying to say, you know? 13th months equals 1 point something calendar years. All that working, what does it get me? That's why it's the rabbit hole. Welcome to the first episode of Esenje and the Rabbit Hole. All that working, what does it get me? That's the first thing that made sense. For real, for real. That's the first thing that made sense out of all of this math. Because remember, I was trying to do the math for all of those percentages, because I'm doing math on decimals and shit. I don't know if you can really see it, but I'm doing math in decimals and shit. Where's that? Mm, mm. I'm trying to put decimals together and shit. At 13 months is 1.083 calendar years. Is there 13 months in a year? They ain't say no. But watch when I hold on. Let's see these pictures first. See what this say, just in case they got something for me to learn. I should hit on this motherfucker. A year has did you know a year has 13 months? No, I didn't. Y'all ain't tell us. How the fuck did y'all expect us to learn that? Everybody don't smoke weed. What would they be, David? See, they got that extra day in here now. Let's see. A proposed new standard year, 13 equal size months. 28 days times 13th month equals 364 plus 1 equals 365. It's all the math. You can't really see. And see, every time I get to talk about some shit, that little motherfucking camera thing start flashing right here. Yo, what the fuck me up? Fuck it. Don't pay attention to it. I don't give a damn. If they want to do something, they gonna do it. But this all the math that we just sat here and fucking talked about at the top of this whole printed page is some shit that somebody else already selling. Cause I'm like, what's this extra day for? Well, they just got that day right there. All that working. What does it get me? The one day left over is New Year's Day. I'm like, the year don't literally start over every year. They just wasting a day, and that's what they said. That's what it's for. It's for a reset. That's what they said. Someone says, I'll see you on the 19th. You know it's on the Thursday. Oh, shit. If you break it down by 28 days, it do start making this shit make sense. Right? Because 4 weeks, 7 days, 7 times 4 is 28. I ain't even look at it that way. Never from that perspective did I look at it like that. And that's why I don't have the highest IQ in the world. I didn't think about that. All these different angles, but that one. And that one just like right there in your face. Shut the fuck up. 13 months in 1928. What did they name it though? Soul. Between June and July. I'm gonna save it just in case I can run into something. The Kodak calendar experiment. Yeah, I'm gonna save it just in case. The Kodak calendar experiment. They gotta get a motherfucker name, but it's crazy that when they added the extra month, they added it between June and July, but they put Ophiuchus between fucking Scorpio and Sagittarius, right? I don't believe shit they say. I'm gonna question everything. Everything is suspicious. All that working, what does it give me? This how you get down the rabbit hole. This is how you learn a whole bunch of random shit. A whole bunch of random shit. Don't irritate me. What is this? August, November, December, January, February, March, April, making April the first month. And then they cut off the fourth one. But they don't want to show you what they named it. Soul. Leap day is June 17th when you go into Seoul. Seoul is June 18th to July 15th. October starts October 8th to November 4th. Now, because this is that Gregorian calendar. Look at God. Didn't I say I had wanted that? I didn't plan on being here with you motherfuckers all night. Truly, I did. Okay. But we found what we was looking for. What does it get me? That's okay. I wanted these answers for a long time. You know how long I've been working for these answers? Oh. Okay. So at least now it's breaking down the dates and shit. So October 8th is October 1st. So that would make me more so like born on October 2nd. That's like 10-2. That would make me, instead of like, and that would change it from me being the second deacon Libra to being a first deacon Libra. They just made a bitch smarter tonight. I mean, you know, I'm so happy because I wanted this information for so long. Because we just did all this shit. Remember, I was just so fucking irritated. Literally. So irritated. Because now that we got this, it can help us get closer to our age. I'm not going to push for that tonight. A little bit of mystery do me good, I guess, because, you know, I find exactly what I need when I need it through my frustrations or whatever the case may be. But at least now we're getting closer because we can know when we were actually born. And if we know when we were actually born, we can pay attention to the time to figure out what today is. So technically, we look at the time, it's January 19th, right? On that other picture that I just screenshotted, damn, on that screenshot? Oh no, it's cool. They all got it. So if it's January 19th, what's today? It's a Sunday, according to what we got going on right here. But January 19th, the 19th is always a Thursday. So Thursday and Sunday is, the difference is 4. I was born on a Saturday, but the 10th is a Tuesday. And that difference is 4, right? Now, what the fuck is 4? And what do that got to do with anything? We just gonna circle the number 4. Because apparently that's gonna matter too. And I don't think it's the 4 times the 7 that give you the 28. I don't think it's that. And I don't think it's the 4 seasons. Where is it? And where did I just find that 4? All that working, what does it give me? Because they got us off track by 4 days. But is it really? Is everybody off track by 4 days, or am I just off track by 4 days? Let's look at my sister's birthday. I don't know the fuck day she was born. Now I don't know the day of the week that she was fucking born. She was always born on the same day of the week as me. So she was born on a Saturday. Her birthday always on the same. Nope, that don't make her born on a Saturday. Let's see. Let's just go look that up. I'm not doing no more learning tonight. I'm done with that shit after this. And then I'm fasting. Like, I don't even know if I want to eat. It's so fucking late. Not fasting to where I didn't eat already. I did. But, like, I'm keto fasting. So I only got a certain amount of hours that I can eat. And I got a feeling that I got a good about hour and a half, 2 hours left that I could snack before it's just curtains for me. Yeah. Also, fruit. I'm gonna make a smoothie. Make a smoothie. What day of the week, bitch? It's simple. It's simple. Okay, so she was born on a Sunday. My sister was born on a Sunday. Yeah, it was just me. It was just me. Because my difference was 4 days, but her difference is just one. So that's gonna be for everybody to do. So basically, to make it simple, how do I show you this shit? Every month starts on Sunday. On this calendar. God, fix these fucking people. How the fuck a week start on Sunday? Oh, okay. Because I'm confused. Like, okay. Because I'm like, what? Like, what? Okay. Excuse me. What? The day of rest is the Sabbath day. I'm like, what? The day of rest is the Sabbath day. That's Saturday. Whew. I don't like no confusing shit. Like, these words make stuff confusing. The day of rest. They being confusing with these words. Saturday and Sunday. Church is on Sunday though. Celebrating the supposed Sabbath day. Okay, because I was just confused on that. Okay, so where we at with it is basically every week starts on Sunday. So every Sunday is going to be one, and every Saturday is going to be 7. And it's 4 weeks in a month. So every Saturday goes like 7, 14, 21, 28. And every Sunday is like 1, 8, fucking, what is that, 15? 15 plus 7, 22. Now let's check and see if I'm right. I think, I don't know. Oh, I was right. 1/8/15/22. I guess at least you'll know what day of the week you was born, or whatever the case may be. But in order to know what day of the week you was born, you gotta fucking, I don't know. I don't know if I can make that other calendar the cover to this video, or I'll just show you this. I'll show y'all this, and make sure you screenshot it or something. Damn, the lights is hitting. There's no way to block it. Can you see? Or let me try this. Mixing matching dates on the Gregorian calendar. I'm about to try to type it in the comments. Gregorian calendar. Gregorian calendar. That's how you can find out what your birthday really is. At least I can do that for you. You can know your birthday. That's a new. I mean, that's the best I got as far as milestones and shit I can cross today. I mean, it's far. It's really, really far. I never thought I'd get that far, but at least people. I mean, I wanted to get that far, but I didn't know how I was going to get that far. Cause, I mean, and you know how many times I heard the phrase Gregorian calendar, like, and I never thought to go and. I mean, it was cool though. It was definitely very valuable. I feel like it was very, very valuable. The last thing I'm gonna look up before I end this video is this phrase, the Julian calendar, to see if it's different from the Gregorian calendar. Thank you. Thank you. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. What the fuck is this? This Julian calendar should the Julian calendar should look weird. Now I'm gonna look at another one and see what this shit is that they call in day. January, February, March, April, May. But it just kind of look like more. I ain't gonna lie, it more so look like they don't have days of the week. Like, we got our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever. It don't look like none of that. So that's something for something else. That's something for another day. That's something for another day. I don't even want to save this shit. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. But see, on whatever this calendar is that I'm looking at, that's in a whole nother language. It looked like some version of some Latin shit. The extra month that they got is between February and March. But the United States put officious between Scorpio and Sagittarius, and on the or was that the Gregorian calendar, whatever the other shit that we looked at, they put, yeah, the Gregorian calendar, they put that extra month between June and July. So can we really rely on the seasons? That's a good way to end that. That's perfect. Perfect. Can we really rely on the seasons? Hmm. Nope, we cannot. We cannot rely on the seasons. Nope. If the seasons was based off feelings, then it's gonna always be based off feelings. And everybody's feelings are different. So seasoning, perception, perspective, taste, it's based off how you feel. Just cause you cold don't mean somebody else cold. And just cause you hot don't mean somebody else hot. So time started for you when you got here. Time in the world that exists with you in it did not exist until you got here. Just imagine how important you are. The world that you live in wouldn't even exist if you wasn't here. Just imagine the world without you. Time started when you got here. Every single person. Time started for us, and it will end for us. A whole new world is born when we get here. And the version of the world ends when we leave. Leave a legacy, you become immortal. You never die, even when you leave your flesh. You have something to remember you by. And the only way that you can leave a legacy is by being born. The world exists the way that it does because of you. And you actually do have the power to change it because it did change when you got here. It would not be this world without you. No matter how big or small you think your influence is, if you cuss out a celebrity about their character, that celebrity is going to change. You may have only influenced that one celebrity, but that celebrity influences millions or billions. You changed the world. Now I just want to go cry about all the beautiful things that I learned, and just cry. I just feel emotional, and I just want to cry. Okay. So I feel like this was a good video, and I'm happy that I decided to do it. So I hope that you enjoyed the first episode of Esenje and the Rabbit Hole. Thank you.